I am the League of Shadows. Nah, bump that, Jay. Ra's al Ghul. What do you got to do, Joe?
Ra's al Ghul gotta go.
He gotta go.
He gotta go.
That ninja gotta go.
He gotta go.
He gotta get out. Tonight.
Up arms tonight.
Yo, all y'all out there, all y'all Arrow fans, all y'all Batman fans, DC Nation heroes, get ready tonight, cause we gonna take this Joker down. We gonna burn the motherfucker down. He going out. Okay, I know this is a dramatic start.
It's a dramatic episode. To say the least. We didn't even do the introduction. We didn't even say who we are.
Man, the motherfucker gotta go.
He gotta go, man.
Sorry, this is SCL 0320.
It's Joe Johnson.
Oh man, jeez. We're back for a brand new TV review for Arrow. The name of this episode is Broken Arrow. And this is gonna be our spoiler review. We're not even gonna, I don't even want to do a non-spoiler review. I'm sorry for y'all that love my non-spoiler reviews. We love doing it, not necessarily because we gotta do 2 different videos, but we're gonna go all in on this one. Everything goes. First of all, this ninja, we're gonna talk about this topic at hand. Ra's al Ghul at the end of the episode goes and meets up with Thea. Thea's already jacked up and emotionally broken because she thinks that the love of her life, Ray Harper, has been stabbed and killed in prison. First of all. Bruh. So she's messed up.
Bruh, I forgot that part. He didn't tell her.
He never, she died. She died, y'all. She died. But but how she died is she's been broken up by her dad. She's been lied to by her brother. She's lost her soul and her consciousness. She beginning the whole series, beginning of this series, this season, this year, she wanted to kill herself basically because of what she's done to Sarah. And now Ra's al Ghul, he's like, your brother needs proper motivation, and I know the exact way to do that. And this dude, Thea started giving him the business. First thing she did, she threw a knife at us too, and then he started just going in on blows with her. Then he, like me and Joe, we look, this ninja took her up by her throat and slammed her down on the table.
Hold up, pause. At this point, my reaction, I was like, all right, this dude gotta die like right now. I was like, he's gotta go. I was like, you don't slam females through tables, bro. That's just something you do. I was just like, oh snap. I was about to, you know what I'm saying, the screen. I was like, oh snap, bro. Like, hey, bro, like, you lucky. I was about to go in for Oliver, bro. Like, you don't slam people's sisters through tables. You don't do that. No. And then take on another level. What else did he do?
This ninja, after that, after she's on the ground, picks her up by the throat and just like, with his sword. I mean, he don't knock her out. He don't break her legs. He don't like dismember a limb or something like that. This ninja goes for the throat. I don't even remember what he was quoting because I was sitting there writing, taking notes. I was like, oh, this ninja gotta die. All my notes say this nigga he gotta go down. He going down tonight. Oliver's gonna go get that, you know. See, I'm getting emotional. He killed Thea, okay? And he did that to send a message. And as soon as he did that, I was like, Joe, this is incentive. And I was like, I went back to Under the Red Hood and what Ra's al Ghul did to Batman. After Robin got killed, he went and put his body into the Lazarus Pit. And the Lazarus Pit has the ability of keeping people younger, but at the same time, it also has the ability of being able to bring people back to life. And so I was like, this is the incentive that he's talking about. And I was like, looked at the previews, I was like, yo, she's gonna lose her mind and her soul. And I was like, what Oliver's gonna have to do, he's gonna have to become the successor to be able to get access to the Lazarus Pit. But it's all going to hell, man. We got 3 more episodes or 4 more episodes to go, and this joint just hit the fan. And what's so interesting is that even though it looks like Oliver is being put in a corner, based on what his team is capable of, because they tricked me in this episode, y'all. Like, Felicity, Diggle, and Roy, they tricked the mess out of me, because one of the big things that happened in the last episode is that Roy turned himself in. So I was like, yo, they're gonna try to kill him up in that prison. And sure enough, like, he gets attacked in the prison, gets a stab wound in the back, and they were just like relentless with him, and he felt so much guilt, or what he perpetuated was guilt, we thought, you know. And like, I think the detective was like, look, you don't deserve any of this. Like, you don't deserve to take the rap for him, and you don't deserve like being in here, and this guilt that you're feeling, this is not your ownership. Like, you don't deserve to feel what you feel out here just because of this one sacrificing moment. And then Roy gets killed. This ninja gets shanked. I was messed up then. I was already messed up then. But then, what even the topper is what happened, Joe. What did these ninjas do?
Hey.
Making us think.
Guess what? They brought him back. Well, they didn't bring him back, like, so to speak. But he wasn't dead. Like, so, you know, Oliver, you know, they're in the home base or whatever, and Oliver's like sitting there soaking and picking up the pieces of like broken arrows, and hence the title Broken Arrow. But picking up that broken arrow or whatever, and he's like, let's get this thing. And he's like, yo, like, this is my fault. And then like was it Felicity and Diggle are behind him, and it's like, we're sorry. And he's like, I make my own decisions. And then it's like, then Felicity says, no, we're not sorry for that. We're sorry for this. And once she says that, they show Roy. He steps in and saying, it's like, Roy, you still alive, bro? Like, what the? And then Oliver gets up and is like, I wasn't crying.
I wasn't crying at all, man. I'm okay, man. Brother, I missed it. No, that joint had me fooled. That joint had me fooled. I was like, only thing that gave it away is Diggle's reaction. Diggle didn't sell it. Diggle was like all like nonchalant, like, dude, you gotta do this, Oliver. Like, nothing you could have done would have saved it. You know what I'm saying? You would have, you're what the city needs, you know? I was like, I seen this ninja been crying before. I was like, he ain't selling it well enough. That's the only thing that kind of got me. But when he came up and they were talking and how he had planned, he pre-planned how they were gonna do it. And then they had somebody on Waller's end that had a specific trait of how to stab people to make it look like there's a lot of loss of blood, but not hit any vital organs, and then not actually be able to kill somebody, but then look is like that, and it's laced with a sedative that actually stops the heart temporarily or makes it look like it does. And then they zipped them up and dragged them out. I was like, yo, what they're taking from is some old Batman joint.
Some old Batman.
Like two different things that happen. How do people dying? It's straight from under the red hood on the real. But I mean, it's a lot that goes on in this episode because we just talked on those two things.
Right.
Like, we didn't talk about what Ray had to do and what he had to overcome in being a hero, and what Oliver proclaimed him as being a hero, because Ray came up with a new simulation with his suit where he could actually think it and be able to maneuver his suit, which I thought was really cool. More hand-eye coordination in a sense. But like, he gets encountered with this metahuman that actually is able to perpetuate like laser beams. I was like, this is so Batman-esque. But how he does it is he decides to go and confront him the first time, and he gets beat down pretty bad because he doesn't have any real skill set. And what Oliver was kind of adjusting and saying, like, look, you need to stop relying so much on this suit and more so your inner strength. Because what I do on a regular, I don't even have suits. Those are just tools, those are weapons. And so what Ray comes up with the idea is that, like, look, I'm going to give you the driver's seat. And so he's like, okay, when I get there, like, you go to work. And so Oliver starts putting in the work on the dude. And then it just goes to hell from there because Felicity with her crazy self, this is the stupidest thing that happened. I don't know why Felicity went down there. So I was like, they setting it up. Maybe they have like a big intricate setup. They draw the guy there. Why they would put Felicity down there, I have no idea. But her tail gets choked out, about to get killed. Oliver about to lose his gosh darn mind because he got one mud flipper in the jail he can't do nothing about. Got another mud flipper he in love with. Now she trapped down there, and got this mud flipper that can't really use a suit. And he can't do nothing because if he goes out, like, he's definitely gonna go to jail. So it's a bad situation. And now that he didn't have like access to be able to help him with the suit, he was basically, only thing Oliver could do is really trust him. And those flashbacks go back and show, you know, the situation that kind of happened with when Oliver was over in China, and he had to really rely on the group that he was working with, and they had to tell him that he had to trust them. And everybody that was involved in this episode, he really had to put his trust in on a deeper level because there was nothing that he could do. Like, Oliver didn't do anything this episode except for coach. And when he brought it down to the line and told Ray, like, look, the instincts and the willingness to save people, it's not something that can be taught, it's inherited. And it's on an internal level that you have to bring out, and you are a hero. And like, I was like, oh, Ray giving him the business, giving the rope-a-dope, knock the dude out. I was like, yeah, Ray. But it's still bad because Ray is about to be without a girl very soon. Because Felicity didn't tell him she loved him in the last episode. He readdressed it in this episode. She still didn't tell him she loved him. And she almost told Oliver accidentally that she loved him. And like, she basically kind of went up to him towards the end after everything was said and done, and was like talking to him about Roy, because Ray is leaving, or Roy is leaving town because of what happened, because he's basically dead, or classified as being dead. And it was this long hug, and I was looking at Ray's response to it, and I was like, yeah, this Joker, no. I was like, Joe, he about to write her off. Now, if he does, I don't know what's the ramifications of Oliver still being in love with her and being a leader of the shadows. I don't think that's gonna work. That's actually probably putting her directly as a target. If she's not with Ray, it would be better for her to stay with Ray until at least the end of the season. But if they break up, Felicity might be gone. Like, all seriousnness. But then what also threw me off, they added another element to it. The heck? See, my own mama talking about this episode. Cisco showed up in the episode. I was like, what? I mean, they showed up. I mean, Lord Jesus. Felicity and Ray showed up in the Flash episode, but Cisco showed up in this one. And he was kind of helping them out, putting the metahuman in the lock. And I was like, this is so cool that these characters going interchangeably. But one of the things was really interesting is that they added a whole other element to what and how these metahumans are being developed, because this metahuman came before the particle accelerator was even created. So if that's the case, then what's really going on? And did the particle accelerator really create these things, or did something else happen? And I've always wondered about that. But this is a great episode. To say the least, we spoiled almost everything. I don't think we left any rock unturned. I get episode 10 out of 10. What are your final thoughts on before we roll out of here?
Like, you mentioned this, but I am so shocked, and I didn't really think about this while I was watching the episode, was the fact that Thea died. Well, I'm gonna say this. Well, while they're shooting a scene where Roy was leaving, he told Oliver, tell Thea that I'm alive. Now, Ra's al Ghul killed her before she got this information. So, in the sense, when she comes back to life, or if she comes back to life,
however
she is going to be pissed at Oliver, like, because she blames Oliver for him dying at this point, and
she ain't gonna be in her right mind.
And plus, the pit does have soul-altering side effects, so she gonna be all jacked up, bruh.
I mean, y'all thought she was on steroids, jacked up before. She's on some super duper steroids.
And she know how to fight. What? I don't know, man. She's gonna be crazy.
They gotta lock her in the cage or something.
Like, you might.
Anyway, I'm sorry we went off on this episode, but that shows that this is a great episode. I assume you gave it a 10 too.
Oh yeah, I definitely give it a 10.
But yeah, that concludes our spoiler review for Broken Arrow episode 19. If you enjoyed this episode as well, or you enjoyed our or whatever this was, spoiler review, please leave a like below. If you have any comments on what y'all thought about the episode, please leave that in the comment section below as well. And look forward to more reviews to come. Yeah, I'm about to go and look at Under Red Hood, because I'm traumatized now.
I'm gonna play some Mortal Kombat.
Shoot. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's do that. Alright y'all, SCL020 signing out. Later everybody.